Hey guys, it's Mac here, and today I'm going to share with you the 3 main things I did to go from making $0 on LinkedIn to now having made more than $1.5 million in sales. Even till this day, we're generating anywhere between around $30,000 to over $60,000 per month using the platform still. There's 3 main things that you really need to focus on if you want to replicate this. Now, the first thing I did is I optimized my profile for a specific niche. The second thing I did was I had a outbound DM process. DM means direct messaging. And third, I had a posting strategy. So let's go through them one by one. The first thing is having an optimized profile for a specific niche. And for me, so at the start, it was helping students and graduates land jobs. That was my niche. And more recently, we've niched down even further into just helping international students. You want to optimize your profile for this specific niche. So when someone came across our profile, they instantly knew not only what we can do for them and how we can help, but also why we're the best people to help them. And what I found is having a call to action as many times as you can throughout your profile, right at the top of each section of your profile, tends to get the best results. And what we found is the button at the top of your profile where you can add a call to action, like book a call or something like that, that's the one that got clicked most by a long way. Our call to action, more or less the whole time, has been book a call. And from that call, we can then convert that into sales. So if you're watching this and you haven't yet made any revenue from LinkedIn, I really want you to think about, okay, who is my specific target niche? Who am I helping specifically? What am I helping them with? What kind of results am I getting? Why am I credible? And how do we get that across to them as quickly as possible, in as few words as possible? And then how do we have a call to action that's really simple so we can then take these leads from LinkedIn and book them on a call or convert them into a sale? So that's the first thing I did. Now, the second thing, which is one of the most powerful things I've been doing over the last few years, is outbound DMs. So what you do is, one, is you find dream clients. So you use the LinkedIn search function, and I can do a whole video on that if you want, let me know. And you try and find dream clients. So for us, it's been about finding students, graduates who fit our specific criteria. You find them. Then what you do, once you've found someone that you think could be a perfect client, you connect. And I can also put a video together on this if it's valuable. I have found the best strategy is actually not to put any note in the connection request. And a very large percentage of those people who you connect with, they'll connect back. Once they've connected back, we go through and we send the outbound DMs. And once they're in the network, that's when we reach out to them. What has worked the best for us is to send a really nice message to kind of open up the opportunity for a conversation, but we don't push them at all. We kind of open up the conversation and let them come to us if they want. So something like, hey, Sarah, thanks so much for connecting. Hope you have an incredible week. That's it. Like something really simple, really nice, wish them well. Or it could be like, hey, Sarah, hope you're well. Awesome to connect with you. You have some amazing experience. It's just a really nice little note, wish them well. Now what happens is a percentage of those people who connect back will actually respond to your DM. From there, all you basically do, and I can put a whole video on this as well, is you have a casual conversation with them. Really genuine. And eventually, because it's so obvious, because your profile is very well optimized to help that specific person, they will usually ask you, how can you help? I need your help. Or at some point you can say, hey, if you ever need a hand with this, let me know. And that's when you can also send them the link to book a free call. And the cool thing here is that often when you connect with people and send them that introductory message, they often won't even respond. And sometimes it can be for like 3 months, 6 months, a year. But the next strategy, the posting strategy, can kind of build enough rapport with them so that they then book a call without even talking to you. And so with the DM process, what I'd recommend doing is maxing out your LinkedIn connections and messages each week. So everyone who connects back, we send them a DM. And from there, you have a conversation. I'd say this strategy alone is probably responsible for like half of our revenue, probably. Now, the third thing that I've done to get a whole ton of revenue on LinkedIn is the posting strategy. And the posting strategy is crazy simple. I think a lot of people overthink this, and also a lot of people kind of mess this up and they kind of burn their audience. But the main thing here is, if you can, every day, a post. So every single day, do a post. And with that post, what you want to do is add value. And look, to be honest, don't worry too much about how many likes you're getting, how many comments you're getting, how many shares you're getting, how many views you're getting. Don't stress too much about that. Because you can actually get a ton of revenue from posts that don't have many likes. The main thing you want to do is add value to your audience. So your LinkedIn is optimized for this specific niche. And what you want to ask yourself is, okay, what can I post that's going to make their lives better? That's going to help them solve this problem that they're facing. That's going to inspire them. That's going to make them laugh. That's going to make their day. Like, we want to add value to these people every day with posts, and you kind of drip feed this value in, and then it could take a week, could take 2 weeks, could take months, could take a year, could take multiple years until someone builds up enough trust to then go, okay, I want to book a call and talk to this person. And the great thing about this strategy with LinkedIn is it compounds like over years. Like, you'll have someone 2 years ago who you DM'd and never responded, but they've been watching you from the sidelines, and then they book a call and become an awesome client. So basically, you want to post daily and you want to add value. That's it. And I can do a whole video on this, but the main ways I like adding value are, firstly, success stories. So we'll have a client that we've helped, and in our case, it's helping people get jobs. So if one of our clients gets a job, or they get an interview, or they send us a message thanking us for the amazing support and the program and everything, we might screenshot that message, anonymize it, and then post it on LinkedIn and put a little story around that, like, congratulations to this client, blah, blah, blah. We might do an interview with one of our clients, and then we post that on LinkedIn. And we find these posts, they don't get as many likes or views, but they turn into a lot of calls. The other type of post is what I would call like a motivation post, where you just inspire your audience. You inspire them to keep going, you inspire them to achieve the result that you can help them get. So for example, with our clientele, it can be a really difficult, long process to get a job, especially if you're an international student. So what I like to do is quite often send out a post which just inspires them. Like, basically, hey, keep going, you can do this. And the other big post, which does really well, is tips. So actually just giving out as much value as you can. So for example, just the other day, I posted about what kind of message you can send to the hiring manager when you apply for a job. So that tip is actually genuinely valuable, and a lot of people liked that. So you're kind of building up this equity with these people. And because thousands and thousands of people will see these posts, hopefully, we've had viral posts with more than 1 million, but what you're doing is you're just building value, you're building trust, and you're kind of drip feeding it in. If you want a hand with any of this, you want any coaching, or you want us to actually just do this for you for your business, then yeah, feel free to click the link down below and reach out.